And this is going to be hard to see, but this little bit is pressure sensitive. That's what keeps them from perfing through the skull and into the dura. So you want to make sure that that is moving. If it's not moving, get rid of it, get a new one. Okay, so that was the perforator. Most surgeons use the perforator. There are a few who do not. So I just retracted that blue collar, clockwise motion. If I can actually do it with my left hand, which I can't, and then pulled that perforator off. And I'm going to put that bit back here. Now the next one I'm going to open up real quickly is this SHD little acorn head. This is another perforator that some surgeons will use. SHD helps denote which head you will use. So SHD, short head. If that helps, the SH for short head. So I'm going to do the same thing with this that I did before. I'm going to retract that blue collar. This one though, I'm not going to attach it yet. I'm just going to set it on there and make sure it's seated, but not release that blue collar. Now, okay, so we've opened up that short head acorn burr, and I kind of see why it's got its name. And we haven't attached to this all the way. We haven't released that blue collar. So we're going to drop this burr in and give it a little twist. You can feel it kind of catch there. See how I can't turn it all the way with my fingers? Then we're going to attach the head by doing, once again, that counterclockwise push down and counterclockwise. Now that's on there, and you have to release the blue collar again. Check your head, make sure it won't come out. So that's locked in there and ready to use. So take it off, clockwise movement, pull your burr out, take your head off. Put it together again. 1, 2, counterclockwise movement to lock it, and then release the collar to lock it. Whoops, see, and I didn't get that burr again, so it's good. You always want to check that. Seems like it's in place that time. We'll try it again. There we go. So those two burrs, the perforator and the acorn, these are used to make burr holes. Now, whether they want to turn a flap or not, after they've made their burr holes, will be the next burrs that we're going to look at here. And that's these two ACRN drill bits. They are essentially going to do the same thing, and I don't know if we can see this through the plastic or not, but one is a spiral router and the other's a fluted router. I'm just open up one for now. They both attach the same way. It's just doctor preference as to which one they like. But since this is an ACRN attachment, or head, and then that's the head we're going to use, the ACRN head. And it does say those designations on these. If I had good eyes, I could show you where it says. Says Cranier. So it's not exactly the same thing, but you get it, Cranier. So once again, here we go. Blue collar is going to be pushed down and retracted by going clockwise. This head is just going to sit on top there. I'm not going to tighten it or anything. Whoops, back up. This is going to be edited, sorry. So, blue collar retracted. This one's a little different. You have to put the drill bit in on this first, and you've got to check it, make sure it's kind of locked in there, it's not moving. The reason you have to put that one in first is because this head has a little foot. The foot protects the dura as they're routing from burr hole to burr hole. So there's really no way to put the burr in there otherwise. So you have to put the burr in first. When that's on all the way, then we're gonna, sorry for blocking your view, but I have to really push down and turn counterclockwise, and then do the same by releasing that collar counterclockwise. So this one is really important that you're checking to see if that drill bit is kind of seated in there before you put that head on, because there's no way to pull on that with that foot in the way. Okay? So we're going to retract the collar, undo the head, and pull that out. I can put it together real quick again for you. Collars down, drill bit in, or router, spin it. See, I'm trying to spin it here. I don't know if you can see that. And it won't move. So that means it's seated. Then the head goes down over the top. It's a good little push and a counterclockwise turn, and then a counterclockwise release on that blue collar. So whether they use this fluted router or this spiral router, it doesn't matter. It's just doctor preference. That's how you put the ACR on together. And that'll be what goes from burr hole to turn a flap. So we've looked at our perforator and our short head and our ACRN. You have two other drill bits that are, or drill heads that are used not quite so frequently. You have the QD8 or angled head and the medium head. Now, I didn't bring back a medium burr, but I did bring back a QD8 burr because it loads a little differently too. So the QD8 burr starts out just like this. Retract that blue collar. Always start with retracting that blue collar and you won't go wrong with this drill. And you slip the QD8 on. This one you can go ahead and seat and turn and release the blue collar on it, because we have a separate collar on the head itself. This yellow and black line, once again, we're going to push down like a quick release, but then turn it clockwise, and it locks it open for us to drop the drill bit in. Still want to check that drill bit, make sure it's not moving back and forth freely. Should only just have a tiny bit of play there. And then release that collar by twisting and letting it come back up counterclockwise. And check your burr. Won't come out. The nice thing about this one is once your burr is loaded, you can easily take that head off and move on to the next one and not have to worry about unloading your burr to get it out of the way. It's frequently used on denser bone, at the occiput, or in the temporal region, or around the ear or the eye. And the medium head is, this burr won't fit in it, but the medium head is one of those where you just like you retract it and set the head on and then put your burr in. This will be too short for this one, but you would check the burr, boom, 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 and then you would tighten the head and tighten and release that and check your burr. If they're doing something on heavy bone, they'll use one of these two, and it will show you that on your, if I can find it, yep, it will show you that on your package. The QD8 will say G1, the medium will say M for medium. So just a real quick go through of all the different things for the Anspach Craniodrill.